can't fucking talk already. We're just laughing at how we're gonna fuck up this show.
Character on there named Avocado Killer. And,
it's nuts out there.
And you get these young kids getting on there going, "Hey, piece of shit, give me my stuff back!"
Probably the single strangest thing that I found from like H1Z1 is just the fact that people cry so much. It's like an untapped salt mine or something. It's nuts. It's like they never learned how to disguise when they're angry.
What's going on, guys? My name's Ken Jitsu, aka Space Mexican. Welcome to the Undead Zone. We are here in sunny San Diego. We got a bunch of people here with us, so let me introduce them. To my left here, you have Laz. Laz, say what's up.
What's up, guys? How you doing?
And then that guy in the middle, that's Steve George from Daybreak. Hey, yeah. Well, okay, I lied. It's the Uber driver that dropped us off here. We invited him in.
We just put the Uber driver in a Daybreak shirt because we couldn't actually get Steve George. The pizza or like California pizza. I mean, you never know in this day and age.
And then,
that was the most wonderful thing I've ever seen. Was the California pizza.
The California pizza box is fantastic. I wish that Wisconsin would have pizza boxes like that. You can order anything and have it delivered to your door here. Great. But we're already off to a great start at interrupting the introduction.
Yeah, absolutely.
Next.
There you go,
man. People aren't talking about me. There was a few moments where people were not talking about me. I'm already offended, and I'm just going to kind of jump right in there.
And then the guy, the beautiful model next to Steve George is your man, the boat, no one other. There he is. And then of course everybody knows the red shirt guy. Red shirt guy.
Chewbacca.
The Lord Emperor himself, Alex the Mittani.
I just linked a picture of Boat into the stream.
That's excellent. Well, it's good to have you guys back with us. I'm really happy to have Steve George here. Last show we had Caraxis, and we were missing Boat, which was a shame because we had to be a little more serious, and serious is bad.
Well, you did hear what happened to his internet, right?
What happened?
The plug was pulled out of the modem.
What?
No,
there was no power going to his modem or something.
So apparently these fandangled new cable boxes are all modems.
What's fandangled? You mean newfangled, fandangled?
What?
Okay.
Okay. Speaking English is difficult.
So,
anyways,
hey! You know what, Boat? I understand, bro. I understand. I totally understand your pain.
So anyways, all these new cable boxes are considered modems, so you have to have them plugged into this amplifier, and apparently the whole side of my house was like not receiving power. So the cable guy comes out 2 days later and it's like, "Oh, we just have to plug it in." I'm like, "Wait, you mean the tech guy on the phone was wrong when he said my stuff just wasn't working?" He goes, "No, you just need to plug it in." So he plugs it in, and it's like, "Okay, it should work now," and everything worked fine.
Okay.
All right, guys. So I really want to start off with the precious time we have with Steve and go into some of the precious, very precious.
Okay. They're going to take you all back and shoot you.
He's not going to be with us much longer. He's not going to be with us much longer, guys.
Run, Steve. Run, you can.
Look out for the guy behind you.
I don't taste good as you can, trust me.
Oh. But I want to see. I want to know if you can talk a little bit about some of the updates coming up here in the next week and the rest of the month. And I know there's been some changes to the roadmap. If you can speak a little bit about that.
E3, it is E3 time.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, some of the stuff we've been talking about lately. I'll just go down the list with you guys. Let's start with weather. It seems like, as many of you guys know, we had weather when we shipped, right?
Yep.
And it magically disappeared, and people have been wondering where it's at. Basically, it was a little performance hit for us, so we turned around and we kind of side, on this back burner for a while. And since then, we haven't had much time to deal with it. So just recently, we've kind of been banging on it, and it's starting to come back together. So what's going to happen is you guys are going to see weather coming online in small increments. Not at all at once, but you might see rain first, snow later. But we're going to get that stuff back up and running for you guys. So should be a game changer, hopefully.
I figured it was just because you guys modeling the weather in H1Z1 like it is in San Diego, where you actually don't have weather.
They really don't have weather here. It's basically all like dry and wonderful and always
That's why
perfect.
it didn't bother any of us, actually, because if H1Z1, Yes, rain, snow. I have no idea what that is.
What is this weather thing?
You know what? If Daybreak was, if they developed this game in the middle of Chicago, I'm sure there'd be a whole bunch of weather. Okay, but they don't need weather.
It would
here.
just be like snow
Exactly.
and wind and awful, and that would basically be that. And
So yeah, weather's one thing. Another thing is base building. You know, if you're not a pro base builder like some of you guys, I guess it's kind of difficult to get into for a lot of users. And you know, one thing that although H1Z1 is a hardcore game, we do like to keep it accessible. And I think one of the areas where we want to touch on in base building is ability to manage your inventory and create large structures with your friends and such more effectively. So something we're doing, besides the fact that we're adding towers to the game and we have catwalks and machine gun mounts are coming in the near future also. That's something Smed's been wanting those, yeah. But something big that we're kind of working on is the notion of a construction box. And think of it this, you drop a construction box in your construction area, and you and all your buddies feed resources into that box. You're putting metal bits, wood, nails, whatever you can find in that box, and it only holds construction items. Then what happens is you'll be able to bring up a small construction toolbar on your screen, and this toolbar will, in real time, update based on what's in that box. It'll tell you what you can construct currently. So if you have enough materials to construct a wall or a wall with a door, it'll show it to you on the toolbar, and you can just click it and wait for the timer to go and place it.
I love you so much.
Yeah, guys, find that stuff on Google and all the forums, all right? You don't get that stuff on there. That's pretty amazing.
The way it works right now is you go and you walk outside the room where you're building and you look at what you need, and then you run back in, you see if you have enough mats, and then you walk back out and recount how many you need and go back and check back and forth about 1,000 times until you eventually have to craft it.
Well, if you're part of the Imperium Army, you get like 10 guys making spreadsheets and someone doing calculations in the back. That's really how it's done.
So for somebody like myself, travel's usually with one other or two others. It's perfect for us, you know.
Oh, you just need more friends then. So that's the solution. No coding involved.
More people to worry about to die.
It's going to be interesting. So can usually the catwalks and the machine gun towers, I mean, I know that the towers are things that we can construct, I believe. How about the 50 cal mounts? Can we actually build the emplacements ourselves, or are they just part of the environment?
So 50 cal is on the farther list. It is on the list of fun things. So I don't have any of the specifics mechanics-wise for you just yet.
He's going to eat through ammo like you wouldn't.
So
it's going to be amazing.
If weather is coming back, does that mean you'll eventually have situations where if you're completely naked, you may freeze to death?
Yeah, we
These
will
are
introduce
important
hypothermia.
Man.
That sort of stuff. Heat stroke, maybe not heat stroke, but overheating situation. So it's going to affect your.
You know what? I like heat stroke because I chase people across the map, and I'm like, you know what? If this was real life, that guy would have like passed out, and I would have killed him already. So
Joe,
yeah,
if this was real life, you wouldn't be able to chase him.
Yes, absolutely. Well, you know what?
Please work out, Jim.
You know.
Please work out. Do you even live?
That's why I stay in the base.
Well, in regards to the base building, a lot of the stuff, like we are a EVE community from the core, and we like to conquer things. Is down the road you see the base building evolving to where, say, there's a base somewhere next to a place we want it. Can we go capture that tamp?
Quite possibly. I don't have the right answer for you just yet. Base building is it's very in an infant state at this point. So as we go on, we'll start evaluating things like that and figure out which way to take it. A lot of our decisions are based on user input. So if the general populace is saying they really want that type of situation, then we'll evaluate it.
Cool. That has actually been one of the fascinating things about seeing the. I'm being serious. This is dangerous because I haven't started laughing or cracking up for almost 2 minutes. But one of the things that's fascinating in the way that Daybreak's making this game to me is the fact that there's such a quick turnaround time between user feedback and the community, and you'll often see a thread where there's a lot of stuff in the community, and within inside of 3 or 4 days, that idea is implemented on a test server, and then it's just there next week. And that process is just really amazing and gratifying.
Yeah, something to keep in mind about that too is that we'll be in meetings, we'll come up with a system, and we'll ask ourselves, what is version 1, in its core? What is the core functionality for that version, just to get it in people's hands? Because we don't want to over-engineer it in the beginning. We kind of want to give them a very, very simple version of it, let them play with it, get some feedback, and see where we really need to take it. because ultimately that's what we do anyway. So we're just cutting to the chase. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's a really good way to go about it because, like the developers in Eve, they say anything they put out we're gonna break anyways. So if you put it out, give us the base for it and figure out how we want to use it, then you guys can take it and mold it to that way.
Yeah, absolutely.
One of the things that also is subject of a lot of discussion here these days is the profession system. Like there's an idea of people getting individual professions from what they were like before the apocalypse. Steve, can you maybe tell us something about that?
So I'm not a whole lot to tell you just yet, but the idea is this. First of all, let me make sure you guys understand that we're not talking about a class system with all sorts of crazy progression or anything like that right now. Basically, what it is what was my character before the apocalypse happened? Was I a veterinarian? Was I a construction worker, a police officer, a fireman? And based on what I will get a slight perk for that particular profession. So let's use the doctor, for example. A doctor can create maybe a better bandage. A fireman can use an axe better to chop down a tree, maybe. You know, a construction worker might have some base building perks associated with them. So they're just slight perks. They're not enough to overbalance the game or underbalance the game, but they're there just to give you a little variety. So when you guys group up, you guys are willing to say, hey, somebody play fireman, somebody play nurse, somebody play doc, and try to cover a wider range of skills to kind of make life just a tad easier.
Yeah, that seems like it's going to actually have a lot of depth, and you'll be able to tweak and add different skills per profession. So there's lots of jobs out there that you could be able to do.
Yeah, absolutely. And once again, it'll come out version 1. We'll see what the players want, and if we need to expand it a little more deeply, then we'll talk about that.
Awesome. So, ask in chat. So, what type of perk would the stripper have, according to White Chocolate?
The stripper. Well,
yeah.
let's think about it. Is there anything with a lap dance we can work in there?
Their F6 dance will work a little better, probably.
Yeah.
They get a special animation for.
There you go.
I see some cash shop emotes coming.
Nice. One thing I want to ask, if you can elaborate. Obviously, the team battle royale is coming out. A lot of people have a problem with teamers on battle royale. We group up 4-6 people. What exactly is going to separate the difference between the team battle royale, and is it going to be a different interface on the H1Z1 menu?
Well, first of all, team battle royale was invented by the players. If it weren't for them going in the game itself and teaming up and fighting against others, we might not have made that particular version of the game. So the idea is we're like, hey, everybody seems to like teaming up, so let's put a game mode in there. Let's team up and play and have fun together. It's really simple. We're going to have a UI that you can go into. You can pull in 5 of your buddies, 2 to 5 max, and you guys can launch into the game. You guys all compete together for the prizes, and it's pretty straightforward. There's nothing like crazy new to it, but it's just a nice way to group you up and have some fun together.
So I know a lot of people on the Mittani wants to know, especially for me, because I have this problem and I'm seeking counseling now with it. I started a session last night, but is friendly fire going to be off for Team Battle Royale?
I do not know yet. You know what? And that just seems like another rule set. So, as far as when we launch it, it could. I don't have an answer for that just yet. But if the players want it, we'll put it in.
You know what? Just keep it in mind for the Mittani's sake. It would be helpful. Sometimes I get a little trigger happy. I just get hungry. So
yeah, don't trust your buddies. If you don't trust your buddies, man, I don't know.
No one wants to play with me no more.
Well, that kind of leads into one of the biggest problems we have is IFF, identify friend from foe, with our group. Is there a clan that might be coming, like even just where if you're in the clan, you can open doors up passcodes and stuff like that?
Yeah, absolutely. So right now it's very infant state, right? It is just literally join a group. Thank you. When you log out, it all resets. We're gonna put some effort into that. That's gonna work its way into base building and things like that also, because group base building would require you to have access to group containers that you can all work with together. So not having the guy logged in really suck when you're in the world and you can't access some of the stuff. So yeah, that's all in the works.
Okay.
We're just at version 1 right now.
Just goon jumping right now.
Yeah, literally, if you see someone running down the road, you yell goon jump. If they don't jump, shoot them.
The funny part is when you run up to a guy with an AR, he has an immediate instinct to jump. So it's funny when some people say goon jump, the other guy's not a goon and he jumps, and then he kills him.
Oh.
So yeah, definitely the IFF is gonna help.
Well,
I
quick
see a
shout
question in the chat about female zombies. Yes, we will have female zombies, I promise.
What?
Just give us a little more time.
Oh,
You just
no.
made Boat's day. He's very excited by that.
No,
Yes,
why would I be excited by that? What?
I don't know.
You gotta have female zombies.
right?
I don't want to get killed. That would terrify me. That would think my girlfriend's gonna turn into a fucking zombie. She's gonna come eat me. Okay? No.
Oh my god.
Okay?
Poor Boat.
Well, quick shout to Potter and Slip. Got a new sub. Thanks for supporting the channel, buddy. And as far as the base building go, like you said, not having the builder on at all times kind of gimps different time zones. So that's probably the number one grievance we hear from our players is please fix it where everyone can build or it's inside the clan, etc.
Yeah. Just giving permission to your group in general would be a big win right now. Even if it wasn't individual, if it was just, hey, whoever's in this group can build on anybody's platform, yeah,
Right.
that'd be a great first start
Right.
in my mind.
Right, and also when people log out and log in, we add all the groups, but then once the main guy logs out, it's like okay, sometimes just productivity stops because obviously the group disappears. So yeah, that's great that some of that may be coming in the works. So awesome, makes our lives easier.
They've got a really, really quick feedback channel. That's the thing that I love about watching this game develop so rapidly. I mean, it's really rare. The base building is fascinating to me because, like, everybody gets to participate. Even in the Imperium, where we have these massive outposts, people will build an Imperial outpost, and then everybody kind of goes off and makes these secondaries, like their own little personal, like, crazy hermit with a sniper rifle and his own stash of crazy shit. And having that streamlined and sort of adding to the sandbox is just always things that we love.
Yeah,
So,
you guys
it's
already
great.
got it streamlined. I see what you guys do. You log in whenever we reset our servers, and you lay tamps down all across the world.
No.
No, that's not us. That's not us.
Wait.
That's not us.
We don't just
that'd be
lay
kind of rude.
tabs. We actually do build the base. It's the other nerds who lay the tabs and go, excuse me,
Those other guys.
you're not supposed to be able to do excuse me.
We're playing in the sandbox. We're in the sandbox wrong, guys. That's
Right.
basically.
One thing I love about when the wipes come is because of the one wipe, which is I think 2 wipes ago, when Laz and a bunch of other goons went in and they laid tamps down in specific locations of the dam, and it was like the only tamp locations. It forced our enemies, which were in those areas previous to the wipe, to move away. Then PV started getting more populated in Cranberry, and then people started to have to travel longer distances just to come fight us. It was very fun to see that happen. But now we call them land grabs at the wipes, and we have teams that get set up that do land grabs, and other players are encouraged to do that as well. Wake up at the crack of dawn and go do a land grab and then go to work.
That's exactly what we do.
Yeah, we have a alarm. We're basically bringing the fun of alarm clock ops with all of the entertainment, the organization of the chaos to Eve. I mean, from Eve to H1Z1. It's been hilarious every time they have a live.
Yeah, I feel bad though every time we do it for like 2 seconds. It's when that group of 5 friends who
What is this pity?
are
bro?
like
Come on.
real life buddies, and they call each other up on the phone, and they're like, "Oh, we're gonna do this at 7 a.m., right, guys? Yeah, we're gonna do it at 7 a.m." And then they all show up at 7 a.m. and then they see 50 of us, and then for about 2 seconds, I feel bad, and then I realize,
You're providing content.
well, they could have taken it.
You're providing
actually.
content.
I'm providing them the ability to enjoy a game.
They woke up and they encountered something surprising that they didn't anticipate.
Oh, and without the 50 of the followers of Boat and Laz, those other players would not have adapted to the game, and they would just be playing the game differently. So, all these other players are like, shit, these guys are now grabbing on the land. Okay, next wipe, everybody on cue. We're seeing other groups now forcing themselves to go out and make their groups bigger. They're changing their fundamentals to the game that when they first started, and I think it's actually quite interesting. It's giving the guys in our bases a lot more challenge. It's starting some rivalries, some groups to clan up, and I think it's awesome, to be honest.
It's actually a good segue into something interesting as well, which is we have a bunch of giveaways, I believe, for the show in honor of all the chaos here and Steve George joining us.
Wait,
What
hold
exactly
on.
do we
You know
have?
what? I won a copy of H1Z1 on your stream the other day.
And I didn't give it to him. I didn't.
Humanly possible.
It was straight legit. I pulled it up. Everybody was watching. You know, and I saw his name on there, and I'm like, okay, if he wins, of course, I doubt he's gonna take it. And I rolled it, and he won. It was like his image of his face right there on screen. Everybody thought it was rigged. You know.
Well, that is the motto.
rigged.
That is the motto. All giveaways always rigged all the time.
All rigged. Excellent. Well, what do we have today? Do we have some H1Z1 codes? What are we doing? Of course, there's multiple types of giveaways. We also have, you can always get on the Mittani.com. You have our free skins for joining our organization. We have the His Regards Machete. We have the Henley shirt with our Spy Guy logo. And we also have the Tactical Helmet skin, which is excellent. You can get that free at any time just for signing up for our website. Costs nothing. But I believe we have Laz, a space. What do we got today?
I was not informed of giveaways, but I believe we probably have a H1Z1 game
I've got
code
this
giveaway.
shirt. I'm gonna take
Oh, we
the
got
shirt
the-
off
We're
and
giving
then-
away Steve's shirt.
And I'm
He's
gonna
gonna
sit naked.
And last is it again?
Steve George.
See, now Steve's trying to get us from Twitch with stripping.
Nah, see, I
Excellent.
thought it was my fault originally.
Yeah,
I don't like
Steve.
it.
Yeah.
No, the what I'm really interested about is coming up this week is the military bases actually.
Oh yeah, so those are delayed just a little bit. What they were is I don't want to call them military base so much. They're more
Outposts,
like
right? Yeah,
outposts, and they're small like checkpoints across the map and
Well,
such.
kind of a post-apocalyptic, outpost type thing, right?
Yeah, exactly. That's what it is. And it's a way for us to introduce the military. We just didn't want to drop it all in there at one time and wait. We kind of want to bring it in piecemeal and see how it visually grows into the
Well,
world.
yeah,
So
here's the first thing I thought when I heard military outposts. A sweet location for good ammo, just like people think of the police station.
Oh yeah, I can see that.
And more Kevlar vests. Actually, that's an interesting thing. We just added Kevlar vest, or by we I mean Daybreak, that was added into the game.
No, the
Kevlar
Mittani
vest.
actually directly
I
developed the game.
I went right into the ether and I said,
Guys,
yes.
Alex just gave it away. Alex is...
And there it was. It was excellent. I'm subtle like that. But I'm curious, actually. There's the AK-47. We've got the Kevlar vest. Are there any exciting new weapons in addition to like the 50 cal emplacement that's eventually coming down the line that might be nifty for us to think about?
No. You know what? I think one of the big things that's going out right now that maybe you guys may have forgotten about or not heard of just yet is the multiple ammo types. So you guys aware of this yet?
Multiple
No,
ammo
we are
types?
not.
Can you fill us
Yeah.
in?
Okay. So coming out on Tuesday's publish, if all goes well, we have our first test of multiple ammo types, and what that means is you can have regular bullets, you can have hollow points, you can have tracers, but really where it's going to start is with bows and arrows. We're going to release exploding arrows and flaming arrows come Tuesday.
Like Rambo. Wow.
Yeah. So what you can do is you can take a shotgun shell, you can craft it with an arrow, and you can launch it, and when it hits, it'll explode.
Wow, that's awesome.
So yeah, same thing goes with flaming arrows. It'll hit and cause fire to certain things, I think.
So any bow, like a makeshift bow, just all the bow types? The crossbows?
To start off with, yes, any bow. And we went through this discussion, and we were like, well, maybe a crossbow doesn't make sense because it's a little more strict on its ammo. But right now it's using regular arrows, strangely. So we're just going to leave it like that for now. Maybe down the road we'll take a look at that deeper. But for now, every bow that you have, you'll be able to switch the weapon out, ammo type. And the same thing is going to happen for regular guns too. You'll be able to switch different ammo types in the future.
My wish list, don't listen to me, Steve, but my wish list is a silencer for the AR. I would love that. Silencer and no tennis shoes. It's
I gotta tell you, the soda bottle silencer is what I want to see, because that's really post.
Or just add a potato.
Yeah,
Add a
wow.
potato. Add a
Yes.
potato so I can, put the potato on the end
Yeah,
of the
like
shotgun.
Roll a potato
like
in
a
a
pistol.
with seeds, and then you get to turn it into a silencer.
Or
Duct
you
tape
chop a
potato,
tree
you have
down,
a potato silencer
and you
with one
carve
shot
the
or
tree.
something.
You carve the tree into a silencer after you burn the inside so it doesn't explode.
Dude, what do you do over there where you live? Really?
Is
No,
this
I
like
was
Kentucky
watching-
talking? Like, where do
No,
you...
no.
Is this
Backyard Kentucky assassinations right there.
Hang on. So there was this thing on Imager. The top video was a survival video, and the guy showed how to make stick that could hold a stone that would never break, and he would burn the inside. And so I was like, well, you could turn it into a silencer. You could char the inside, so when you shot the bullet, it would never explode.
It doesn't really work with the whole silencing part, but...
What?
Oh,
Look, I'm
For the
thinking
record,
like
the
a
soda
genius,
bottle trick
okay?
does work. If you guys didn't know that, right?
Yeah.
You guys are aware of the soda bottle trick, right?
what is the
I
soda
don't know.
bottle?
I swear,
yeah.
hold on. Before he says one more secret, this is like the secret In-N-Out menu. He's like, there's all these things like, you know about this? I'm like, no one knows about it.
Come on, lay it on us.
This is survival 101.
Okay, let's hear it.
Okay, so no. So you can get an adapter for any rifle that takes a 2-liter soda bottle, and it becomes a temporary silencer.
You just shoot it
The
out.
soda bottle acts as a silencer.
Huh.
Yeah. There's a little work you gotta do to it, but yeah, you can create a silencer out of a
That's
soda bottle.
awesome.
Wow.
Not that I do that or anything. I'm just saying.
Yeah, actually, it's really interesting to see. It's nice to have a game where people who are in charge of a game with lots of guns in it actually know how to be shooters. You get lots of neat stuff like that. It's good.
Yeah,
I like
absolutely.
that.
Well, and ever since all the Call of Duties and everything, everyone loves their gun mods. So the foregrips, sights, anything you can attach to a firearm, people just love.
Oh yeah, absolutely. At some point, there's always a lot of discussion about how can we make guns modular and kind of up the ante for those, and we want to do that at some point. We're just, it's on the wish list for a little further down the road.
That's amazing. Awesome.
And speaking about guns, this is, like I said, this might not be your department per se, but balance-wise, how does Daybreak feel about the shotgun? I feel like it's a little bit overpowered.
He gets mad because he gets killed all the time. That's why he wants. He's been dying to ask this question.
I think the shotgun's perfect, man.
Really? Yeah. I actually think it's been nerfed a little bit from long range. I mean, I thought long range it was a little too strong, but I mean, come on. I mean, if you're around the corner from a guy next door through a door, you don't think a one shot would kill you? I think it would.
At the distance, like at a tamp, like I'm shooting at people the length of a tamp, and I'm one-shotting them with the shotgun through Kevlar.
Yeah.
So, well, I mean, at the range, through Kevlar, a shotgun's not going to pierce it.
I'll tell you what I'll do. We have a new weapons guy on the team now. I'll have him analyze that for us. To have him take a look at it. He's really into the nitty-gritty.
Laz is smiling. He's like so happy right now.
He must be deep
You just made Laz
How's that?
It's like,
You just made his year right there. Awesome. That's so awesome.
thank you so much, Steve. That's wonderful.
Yes.
Why are you knowing about? What is that? Somebody.
I just have a feeling that Laz is going to get all giddy and wiggle his hands together in some fancy way on the stream, and everyone's gonna just abandon the stream as quick as possible.
Right.
There you go.
Named Mittani.
So someone in Astronautic brought up the AK, and since it just came out, I've been playing Battle Royale for about a week using it, and I traded in my M9 to carry the AK because I still have the AR. I could actually shoot the AR faster, and it's more accurate than the AK, fully auto. I love the sound of the AK. People were saying, the sound is just really awesome. It gives a little more, dynamic to the game when you're running through buildings and it's just spray and pray, and you hear people just unloading AK clips all over the place.
Now, can you imagine doing that in survival mode though, where you're just scrounging for bullets?
Oh my god!
And then you just
when the AK came out and I found out it was fully auto through social media, I was like, that is going to be a straight BR gun, because even for our group, it's you have to have permission from the people who run everything in order to run around with an AR, because the ammo is so limited, and everybody's like, okay, you get an M9, you get a 1911 and 3 shotgun rounds. That's what you get. Make it happen.
When
Proving you can shoot.
when we're doing group raids, basically, Steve, we have 40, 50 guys going to raid a base. We give every single person a 308 with 5 rounds, because between 50 people, at least 2 people will hit to get a kill.
No, it's better than that. You don't. No, not everyone gets a 308. No. One guy gets 5 rounds. The other guy gets the 308. When he dies, you pick up the rifle and keep firing.
It's all very rushed, right? Exactly.
Yeah, right.
And Boat's the commissar there, the one that
It's an ammo
was
load or
Exactly.
finagled. What was it then? Oh, wow. I don't even know.
We've
I don't even know either.
we've come a long way since May. We're figuring things out, and we've gone through enough rounds now where people are actually able to shoot. So we're able to just push them
Famous
down.
last words. minutes.
Yeah, except now, like, we're on Abomination, and we're living outside the police station, so we go through ammo faster than we loot it. I'll log into his time zone, and we'll have like 5 rounds. I'm like, Jesus Christ!
Shot too many people.
Yeah.
You know, you guys, this game's changing weekly. If you haven't noticed at this point, I'd love to come back here on the 20th of what is it, June 20th next year?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Next year.
And have this exact same
Right.
conversation and see where the game is, because I guarantee it's going to be a completely different experience.
I completely look forward.
You know,
to it
that's the thing I love. Every update, it completely changes everything. Everything. I mean.
Yeah.
You add
Always new.
one thing and it changes.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's the joy of Sandbox. Well, I think it's been about 40 minutes. I don't know, Steve, do you want to... I mean, you're the pizza guy, actually.
Yeah,
You gotta take
you know what? I got to roll, but I'll come back here later on and hang out with you guys tonight. So what I'll do is I'll bounce out. Thanks for having me on the show. I appreciate it. There's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Thanks so much for showing up.
And before we go, guys, check out Steve and his son. They stream on Twitch. Shock Factor, right? Shock Factor?
Oh, yeah.
Shock Factor's their Twitch. Go catch it, guys. It's pretty awesome. If you guys want to go watch him. They stream like at, about 8 o'clock PST?
About 8
o'clock
o'clock on the weekends. We do some morning streams.
Yep.
So, yeah, come hang out with us.
Awesome.
It's a lot of fun sometimes.
Absolutely. And we want to thank you for coming down, and we appreciate being on the show and giving some insight to the H1Z1 game. It's been awesome having you here, so thank you.
Sweet. Thanks, you guys. Peace out and have fun on the stream. We'll talk to you guys all later today.
Bye.
Absolutely.
All right.
He's lucky. He's going to go to all the scotch and all the beer and all the fun that we have available. The rest of us are going to keep running our mouths and wondering what is up with Boat's beard that somehow keeps growing.
You mean Chewbacca?
Chewbacca. Wow. So can you make a Wookiee noise, Boat? Let's hear your best Wookiee noise.
I can't do a Wookiee noise. That's
You
not
can't.
I don't think he's a Wookiee.
The Matata.
I think it's more like
this is
Ewok.
not
Picture in
possible.
stream chat. Open the picture in
It's
chat.
just,
Wow.
I can't
That's like
do
Boat's beard grew legs.
I don't even-
Bo looks like the king of
Wow.
the Ewoks. I think the little bears.
He's a little bit stouter, I think. I mean, Chewbacca is kind of tall and skinny, and Boat seems to be, his face sort of fills the entire screen, so I don't
Hey,
really know what else to do.
but Alex did show me last night a picture of one of your cousins that was at E3.
What?
Yeah, I swear. I was like, wow. So on that note, guys, we're gonna do some giveaways. You know what? Let's jump off with what do you guys think? A backpack or a Naboo X?
Let's start with the backpack.
Well, how about this? Since Steve George just left, let's do a copy of H1Z1.
That's a good idea.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm not gonna flash the codes this time. You know what? You guys spoiled that one, and obviously you abused all the power. So no, I'm not gonna do that this time. So I am gonna use the regular giveaway.
He needs supervision. That's all that is.
Absolutely. So keyword, guys, H1Z1. Keyword H1Z1. Got to be a follower of the Mittani stream. Keyword H1Z1, guys. So type that in chat, and while we talk about Laz and how he looks like he lost 20 pounds, and he keeps rubbing his neck. So sexy.
He's envious of the beard. I see what this is. This is like some sort of weird beard competition.
I trimmed mine this week because after last Saturday, I got a bunch of messages saying I'm starting to look like a hobo. So I was like, time to trim the beard. Time
That's
to
amazing.
a little bit.
Oh my
I got
gosh.
warned I could not trim it all the way off.
This
If I
is-
went back
this
to
is,
being baby face, my girlfriend would kill me.
This is amazing. So yeah,
Right.
guys, do make sure to type H1Z1 in chat, and we're going to go ahead and give that away in a moment. It's hilarious because since we've got a party going on, Steve George got up, and
My
one of our
brother
buddies just kinda
sat
turned
down.
up
This
on
is my
stage.
brother, guys. This is my brother, William. William, say hello.
That's excellent. So make sure you're
don't
following
have
the
a
channel,
brother
type
named
the H1Z1 code word, and let's go ahead and do it. Space Mexican, you want to take it away?
Yeah, 1 second. Let me pull it up so they don't think I'm cheating as I just call a random name out, Caraxis.
All rigged all the time.
Yeah, well, you probably don't have rigged emote either. Rigged emote's the best.
Really? What?
The rigged emote, oh, not emote, the rigged GIF.
Oh,
the slot
wow.
machine.
Okay, that's amazing. I love that. We need to get that going. So, how's Abomination doing, Les?
We actually got raided this morning because of a
Oh,
faulty
my.
base placement that we had. So we we placed the base
All right.
down, and they boosted over the wall and straight into our base. Yeah, it was interesting.
Dear.
But and a lot of our guys were busy with Burn Amar, so there was no one there to really defend besides a few people, and then they got shotgun in the face.
That's amazing.
Frosty the Hitman. Frosty the Hitman, congratulations. You won a copy of H1Z1. Type in chat to claim. You have to type in chat to claim. Please remember, guys.
You need to message the Twitch channel, not just type in chat. You gotta actually send a message to the Twitch channel saying, "Hey, I'm Frosty the Hitman. I won a copy of H1Z1," and we'll reply to you with a code to get that unlocked.
And please remember that Twitch is not responsible for these giveaways. If they don't work, please message me, and I will give you Alex's home address and his phone number, and you can call him.
That's
and talk to him about
good
that.
idea. That will end well. I agree.
Wow.
He's all salty because I told him that he needs to stop with ganking our own guys on ops and stuff like that. He's just mad. He's lashing out a little bit. Kitty claws.
I'm actually not, to be honest. And to be honest, I had a battle that was challenged. Someone said, "Give me we went on a mission. It was to get a 2,000 backpack. We took 6 guys with us. One of them was Cabal. Okay, and we always tell Cabal, hey, you're not being a goon, and he always responds, well, I'm not a goon. And I forget where he comes from in Eve. He plays Eve, but he says he's not a goon, and he just came to play H1Z1 with all the goons. So I ran back, put the backpack down. They get all paranoid about the 2,000 backpack. They're like, Space, put the backpack away, put the backpack away. So I actually put it away and put on a regular backpack. And I just told them, no, I'm not putting it away. And I jumped out the base and ran to the police station. And I had 2 guys, one guy Cabal chasing me, and they come up and he's like, dude, put the backpack down. We're just going to kill you. We're going to kill you and take it from you. I'm like, well, come take it from me then. And I went up to the police station and said, all right, I'm going to shoot you. He shot at me. I killed him. I killed another guy. I killed like 2 other guys that came in that weren't even part of the group, and it was a little too.
And so meanwhile, while you've been saying this, and I'm hearing all these excuses, which are amazing, I mean, by all means, keep going. But if you take a look at the actual stream, I see a spreadsheet creeping closer onto the stream. Let's make sure that doesn't happen again.
Jesus Christ, Joe.
That's just a spreadsheet that just has the winners' names. So.
Okay,
yeah,
that's good. We just have to check that out.
Yeah, I did that on purpose because of the last problem we had.
And somebody's asking in chat about being on H1Z1 Mumble on Mittani.com. What you get in is you do have to log in with your TMC username and password. It's been that way for more than a month now. It's just a basic security thing. Everybody can sign up on TMC for free. Just use your email, login, password, and you get lots of free stuff that way. You get a TMC skin pack. There's links that have been posted in chat here, and it's a good time. Some Shetty skin, TAC helmet skin, as well as a Inley t-shirt.
Yeah, if you're trying to log into the Mumble and you've logged into it before, the problem is the button no longer works to take you directly into it because there's now authentication on the Mumble, and you have to use your TMC user and password to log into the Mumble.
So if you used it way back in the day, if you log into it for the first time, it'll get you through it. So don't worry about that. But if you logged in before, it's IT stuff.
I actually find it easy when they did that turnover. I actually found it way easier to log into Mumble, like when you start from the beginning now. Just to use the username and password for your TMC, which I don't think is any it's not in any instructions when you download it. So I think that's where people get confused. We have people actually hit us up through like Twitch or message us through Twitter and say, hey, I can't get in. We said, oh, you have to use your same password as the Mittani, and then they got in. So thank you for letting people know that. But I'm sure all the people that are part of Eve know that already. Just the short percentage of people that aren't.
Wait, what? They do?
Yeah, you do.
The keyword is Tani. No wonder. Oh.
We haven't announced anything yet to give away. We are going to right now.
Well, you have it on stream.
Yeah, of course. Mittani. Yeah, right.
Right, we haven't announced it yet, but everybody started to say Mittani. I'm like,
Alex is like, what do they want? What do they want?
Like, oh.
All right. So, guys, let's go ahead. We're gonna give away let's do a NVIDIA backpack. Now, someone asked me about the hard items to give away because we had to ship something to like Europe, and it was like $80 or $60 to ship like a backpack to Europe. Are we doing anything with that, Alex, as far as for the hard giveaways?
Well, you should be talking to the person. You should be talking to your supervisor.
My supervisor. Nice. I don't think my supervisor knows because the sales guy. Yeah, he's the one who.
Sales guys.
He jumped the chain of command.
Yeah, that's always entertaining. So basically, we're going to do a giveaway. Let's keep it with the Mittani keyword because everybody's already been using it because they preview things on our stream before they're supposed to see it.
I just try to make it easy. I just streamline it. I don't even have to announce it. They just see it and do it.
All right.
All right, guys. I love.
It's so
I
weird
can
to
tell.
see people saying Mittani. It's just like, oh god. Okay.
I don't even know what's going on anymore.
You've been saying that repeatedly, Boat. I'm not sure whether that's a statement as to this situation or just your life in general. Your fashion choices, your Boat wakes up around. There's no cameras on him. There's no anything. I don't even know what's going on anymore. I'm teaching fourth graders. The youth of tomorrow depend upon me and the wisdom I can impart about beards and plaid. What are you even wearing?
It's a black shirt. It's supposed to look terrible.
Well, you got that right.
Says the guy with one shirt.
No. I have these shades of red. I have a crimson shirt. I have a maroon shirt. I've got a rust-colored shirt. Lots of shades. Lots of nuance. You just don't appreciate it. That's all I'm saying.
All right, the priest Julian, congratulations. You have won. So we're not doing the backpack, or doing the key?
What?
Let's do an H1Z1 key.
You're doing the giveaways here. You're in charge today. You're running things.
You know what?
Yeah.
You know what? It's not my problem that people can't make decisions before we start the stream and communicate that to me in writing. I apologize. All right. Anyways, so
sales guys.
I'm sorry, dude. You know, I can only do what they're giving me. So.
Here, let me hold your hand and walk you across the street while I'm at it.
All right,
please.
girls.
Thank you. All right, guys. So,
General
Julian,
rules,
you just
I
want a copy of H1Z1?
I swear.
I swear. I have no idea. I have to be extra flouncy.
I swear.
Oh my god. This is you curating.
We're not singing,
what
are
are
we?
you gonna do?
Well, you guys were about to sing all for one. You know, I swear. You know.
No. What the fuck are you talking about?
It just sounded like you were about to start singing a
Why don't you sing?
Four-man song. I was like, why does
Well, Joey tries to figure out how to do a giveaway. Why don't we hear your what song is that?
No, that's not.
I think we've hit that point in
No,
the show.
you totally don't know it at all. You've heard of it before. You don't know what's going on.
I just not.
We just
I
pressed
thought
the
that's what you
peak,
guys were doing.
and
I
it's
was
all
trying not to be
downhill from
alone.
here, guys.
All right, guys. Last giveaway. We're gonna do a Razor Nabu X. We're gonna do a Razor Nabu X. Last giveaway. Keyword Laz. Laz, please don't be alarmed when you start seeing your name in the stream. Please don't freak out like people are trying to talk to you.
I think that's gonna be even more alarming. Like I don't know.
Boat. The boat's the first one to enter.
I want one of those fucking things. Whatever it is you're throwing on there.
These things are actually
whatever
really
it
cool.
is.
They're like a sort of a Fitbit that Razer has produced, and it's quite interesting all the way around. They've been doing very well. Razer has a lot of really cool peripherals, and it's really nice that they've given to us to just kind of toss out to everybody. Here you go, boys.
It's
Have
pretty
some fun.
awesome.
Our subs are wondering why you hate subscribers, Kenjutsu.
Why do I hate
He also hates
subscribers?
freedom.
Because there's no subscriber luck.
There's what?
All right, subscribers. They don't have. Oh my god.
We'll deal with this in a bit.
You know what? You know what? I have yet to see a instruction on how to do giveaways in a document.
It's a little bar. You move it.
I didn't know we're supposed to move it at certain points. I thought the guy who's the streamer is dictating this. So you know what?
You are the streamer.
I'm
Wait
gonna
a
lock
second
you.
here. Hey, you're the guy running the show. Wait a second. This is your show. You're supposed to be pressing the buttons and doing things.
So each week we're going to start letting a different person here host the show.
Yep.
So if you think this is amusing, next week we're going to let Coach host it.
No.
The way. I love it. I love it. Love it. Hey, you know what?
But this time you'll have like giveaways and like guests to manage and IT things
Oh,
to set up.
I manage a guest. My show runs.
Oh, he's back. He's back. He's back.
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
You notice how Laz just ran away. Like he got up and just left the building as quick as humanly possible.
I am a
Jesus
great
Christ.
teacher. I am a great teacher.
I don't blame him at all. You are a teacher. We have so much to learn from you.
Yes, absolutely.
You're the future. You're the future demographic
Absolutely.
of gamers across the world. That is. We should learn from Joey.
So he's Korean.
What? Oh my god.
He's Korean. Oh my god. All right.
All
Okay.
right.
All right. All right. Here we go. Here we go. Subscribers get twice as much luck here. All right. Here we go.
Someone put it
I
around
shut up
in the chamber so he should the show in the back of the head.
Oh my gosh.
Jesus
We
Christ.
missed this last
Oh
week
my
because
God.
I mean, remember last we were here, we were doing this. We didn't have Joey, we didn't have
Everything's all
Boat. We're like,
serious
it's
without
all
me.
serious. We had Caraxis.
We were
it was
super
like we just had
productive. Talking
a
about things.
great discussion about H1Z1. We got a lot of stuff, and we didn't end up, cringing and going, "Oh God, what are we doing? Did they just say
Wait.
that?" It's good to be back in our groove.
Who
This
just
is a
sat down
groove.
with the beer?
Somebody who's partying. That's cute.
Why? You think
I don't even know
sexy?
who it is. Just
You
he
sexy?
just sat down.
It's just an open seat. The pizza guy was here earlier. He didn't bring any pizza. He had this weird
That was
shirt for
awesome.
some game company on it. I don't know.
Do we have assigned seats now for the Undead Zone vote?
Commando
It's like in
Smurf.
4th grade. You have Commando Smurf.
Commando Smurf.
No, we don't do assigned seats. No.
All right.
No.
Congratulations,
So, let's-
Commando Smurf. You won a Razer Nabu X.
Wait, I didn't win.
Congratulations, guys. And as always, guys, all rolls always rigged.
All rigged all the time. Commando Smurf, boys and girls. Congratulations. Go ahead and remember to send us a message to our Twitch channel, not in the chat, but go ahead and send a message using Twitch functionality. We will reply to your message with your code that you cash in to have Razer send you one of these amazing Nabu X's. Yeah. Excellent.
All right. So, guys, if you have any questions for us about the Undead Zone, H1Z1, anything like that, go ahead and ask them now. We're going to be closing down the show here in a few minutes. Thank God.
Hey, well, I don't know.
Wait,
At this
why
point,
is this?
I think we need to have I think we need a boot show style intro for the Undead Zone so people know what they're getting. It's like, it's got a background that makes it kind of look like the meta show where it's like gonna be serious, like, oh, we're gonna have like a talk show. We're gonna talk about the game. We do talk about the game, but like, there needs to be more crayon, more MS Paint. Like how'd you like your intro today? Did you feel like you were more at home with seeing crayons? Do you give your 4th graders crayons when you're teaching? Or do you hog all the crayons for yourself?
You know what? The intro to my show was still better than the meta shows, and I stand for that.
Oh. What we need to do is have your 4th graders with crayons, if you'll give some of yours up, start designing like graphics and stuff for our
What do you
shows.
mean, like, give some up? You act like I'm some like Hornish guy that stayed in the corner going, ooh,
Hordish guy?
Hoarding
Is
my
that like a
crayons.
finagled or fangled? I don't even know. Wow.
Vote, according to chat,
no, we
vote eats
teach
his crayons.
charade in my class. What? Oh, I
According to
eat
chat,
my
you
crayons. Oh.
Oh,
I don't even
Vote,
like
vote,
Can you
eat
that.
sing
crayon.
the intro? Can you, oh no, wait, you're singing something else. Can you sing the intro to your own show?
No,
Bo? I
I'm
want to
not
hear it.
singing it again. Actually, what happened was I had Porkbutt comes to me and was like, "Boat, we need you to make different words. Like, you need to say the boat show different ways." So I say it like 5 different ways and send it to him, and he literally just stuck them all together and was like, "Yes."
You need to sing that. We need to hear it. It's your theme
No,
song
I'm
now.
not singing
Alright.
the theme
Whenever
song.
you're in public, we're just gonna follow you around going,
No,
the boat show,
no.
the boat show, the boat show. Whatever the hell.
Yeah, so
I
the
love you,
last
Laz.
comment in chat is the guy in the middle looks like he's seeing a new form of porn and he's trying to decide if he likes it or not.
Well, if oh my god.
This looks really weird, but I'm not sure if I should like it or not.
Wow.
Why would you limit your tastes? Come
I'm
on.
getting a little excited.
Wow.
He's got to have that, burly men are in. Maybe he's a bear and he likes the lumberjack or Chewbacca or Ewok.
I'd like to keep
whatever
our
look
channel
Bo
going.
is going for.
All right, guys.
So,
So-
I love you, Laz.
Only on the Mittani.com. Plaid wearing.
After-
The best plaid lumberjack Ewoks that
Wow.
you can find.
Alright, guys.
the nerd
After stream coming up
looks
next
like the
is,
guy
I
that
believe,
used to
more.
stalk my wife
I love
before
you.
we got married.
Laz.
Wow.
Laz.
Oh
Laz.
my god.
Laz.
What?
I love
What?
you. I love you.
I'm not even running the stream. I can't hang up on you guys.
Laz wants to leave, he wants to stop, but he's not in control. He's like, make it stop, press the button.
It's
Come on.
literally a fucking train wreck
Drop
that
the
just like
balls.
keeps replaying. It's like the show with Tom Cruise where every time he dies, he has to relive the same day over and over again. And like, I feel like that's what I'm stuck in right now. Like,
Oh my god.
this last
It's
20
like
minutes.
Groundhog Day, but with boat. Every day
Yeah.
you get up.
Oh man.
Wow.
Alright, guys.
All right.
So
So
what's
after
coming up
this,
next,
what's coming
Laz?
up, Joe? God damn it.
So, last.
You got the same emo I got, buddy. Oh.
I'm going to claim a bottle of scotch just for me after this, and
All right, guys. What we got?
drink to forget the pain of being a man.
What we got coming up next is Laz is gonna go outside and just run away from his computer. We're gonna play some more H1Z1. Alex is gonna go drink. But what do you got going up next?
I have no idea.
Okay.
He doesn't know what's going on.
I
Guys,
haven't ate food all day. I've just been having
In
a
particular,
barbecue.
guys, what's coming up next on the Mittani.com Twitch channel is there's going to be more streaming from San Diego, more partying, etc. As it gets darker, more people probably show up. So if you are inclined to watch more H1Z1 World of Warships, we'll be doing a lot of giveaways all night. Make sure you tune in for those, and we will see you guys later.
Thank you, boys and girls, and all the suffering that you've been having to join with us. It's beautiful.
Hey, Laz, that means the show over? Is the show over?
Hey, turn the show off.